Okay, hello everyone. First video for a while. I hope that you're all safe and well and you've had a lovely Christmas. Yeah, I've been away from YouTube for a little while, but thought I'd better put an update up before the end of the year. As they say, life gets in the way. I've had a number of things kind of get in the way of my ability to paint, and because my free time has been reduced massively over the past few months, and has really put making new videos to the bottom of the list of things to do. But as I said, I wanted to put up an update before the end of the year, and just to kind of reassure everyone that I will be making more videos, albeit at a kind of slower pace into 2022. Yeah, as I said, life's gotten in the way. Work is just massively busy. Our daughter's grown up fast and she's just an absolute handful at the moment. And personally, I've been dealing with some physical and mental health issues the last few months, brought on by various reasons, but thankfully not the old COVID, but just some persistent chest infections and some anxiety issues, which my family's helped massively with. And yeah, I've kind of gotten back through it, and I'm kind of improving now, hoping to get back into some wargaming, back into some painting, and pick up a few more projects when I get the free time. Two other things in those last few months that have happened. One, my regular but albeit infrequent gaming partner has unfortunately moved away from the local area, so I'm currently without any willing opponents. My wife, bless her, would give games a go, but not really get into things like wargaming for too long and too often. My daughter's not old enough yet to kind of understand any of the rules. But yeah, so it's left me without a regular opponent and without a local club. There is a store that's opened up fairly recently nearby, but it doesn't yet have anything established, and it's very much a kind of Games Workshop centric store. That's what they're focusing on for their kind of future club plans. So I've had to kind of reassess what I want to build, why I want to build it, why I want to paint it and play it. So a few games have kind of fallen off the radar that I may otherwise have played with my gaming friend, who was kind of very willing to try anything, to be honest. Yeah, that, and we've had some kind of house restructuring, some moving to try and get my daughter her bedroom, and I've had to make a rather large sacrifice of a number of models, a number of projects that simply weren't going anywhere. Many of which were featured on this channel, so unfortunately a lot of the things I've shown and made videos for I no longer own. And my only real record of them are the videos I made and a few photos here and there. All the 10mm stuff went, the Saga army unfortunately went. I managed to keep the Cyclops, the large model, but everything else went. Lots of projects which I'd barely touched or hadn't even touched had to go. And I've kind of filtered down to 4 or 5 smaller projects that I know I can play solo, I know are easy to pick up and play and kind of expandable in the future. And those are the things that I'm going to be focusing on going forward. As you can see in front of you, these are 2 medieval knights from Lion Rampant. These are, I think, Fireforge. Both of these are Fireforge kits. If we can focus again. Hoping to get a new phone actually in the next few weeks, so I'm hoping the quality of these videos will improve ever so slightly. So yeah, one of the projects, and the one I'm focusing on right now actually, is Lion Rampant. And I have a few more of these mounted men at arms to do. These have been painted, obviously washed. I'm just gone to the highlight stage. I have some claymore castings, crossbow men, and what they call foot sergeants to do next, as well as one unit of mounted sergeants, and that will give me, along with what I've already painted, an English retinue and a French retinue, taking the list from the rule book. And at that point, I'll kind of call that project complete for now. One of the big goals I have for this year is to get projects painted to the point that I can play them and get them played. I previously painted a lot of things that ultimately just sit on a shelf waiting for the kind of right moment that never comes. And one of my goals definitely this year is to get things played. If I don't get it played kind of by the end of the year, or I'm not close enough, then really I need to question why I still have it. So my first project, which I will be kind of focusing on for the first month or two, is Line Rampant, as I said. The second is bolt action. I've finally cobbled together the German sprues that I had from the Band of Brothers starter set. Figured out a 1,000 point list, which is in this really useful box, using the Heer Grenadiers from that starter set, augmented with some Fallschirmjäger support box, and Panzer IV and a motorcycle and sidecar. This is I think it's 996 points, but essentially a 1,000 point list. This will give me plenty to get played. I did consider getting rid of this, along with the US Airborne I had painted previously, but decided to keep this. I figured if the time does come that I manage to get another kind of gaming group or gaming club, given I don't play any Games Workshop games and I don't really want to get into them, bolt action is the most likely thing someone else will want to play and someone else will have that I can kind of jump in on, or that someone else might be interested in if they don't really play war games. So if I can get this list built and painted up, I say built and painted up, it's all built, so it's actually playable right now. I just need to get it primed, get it painted. Should hopefully only take a month or two, given it's kind of a fairly straightforward paint scheme if I don't go mad with the camouflage. That will be my 2 forces done for bolt action, but it will also fulfill the original aim for my channel, which was to paint up and play with the Band of Brothers starter set. So that is definitely a project for later in the year that's going to get done. The third project I have is my Kings of War Armada Fleets. I think I showed this off before. This project absolutely stalled. I can't even, this is called like the Ripper or something, or the Maul. An Orc fleet for Kings of War Armada. I was really into this, really got into it, painted up all of the Orc fleet hulls, and I have the sails about 50% done. They just need washing and dry brushing, and they should all be done. And then I have an entire Dwarven fleet built, just needs priming, and I think I can just do a very quick kind of paint job on these, and they'll be done in a few weeks. But I really want to get this played. It's a kind of a fairly compact game. It's fairly quick, very simple, and I was really enthusiastic about it. I still am. I just kind of, I don't know, it just dropped off a cliff, and I lost momentum on it, and it stalled. So I want to pick this back up and get it finished. Not sure when that's going to happen in the scheme of things, but the Orc fleet shouldn't take long to get finished. So I'll pick that up soon, probably. Two other things I have decided to keep hold of, and I do want to have a go with, are Dragon Rampant. I have small warbands for goblins and halflings, which I want to paint up and build in the same kind of format with the kind of communal bases as I have with the Lion Rampant armies I've done, because my wife showed a vague interest in giving this a go. She's really into Lord of the Rings and fantasy stuff like that, so she might give this a go. If not, I definitely want to get it built, and when I come to play things, I really want to get a kind of narrative campaign going with this. The other thing is some Rebels and Patriots, but not North American theatre, rather Napoleonics, some Peninsular War. I've got a few Victrix and Perry's boxes for the Peninsular War, and I've seen people use this rule set and convert them. It's fairly straightforward to do so. For that theatre, so I'm going to give those a go in the same format again, of having the kind of communal bases, just to give it a go. Keep it small, fairly simple warbands, whatever you call it, in those columns. See how it goes. See if I enjoy painting Napoleonics. I painted a few of the 95th Rifles a while back, and it was okay. I didn't mind it. So, going to give that a go. See where it goes. And as I mentioned with the campaign with Dragon Rampant, I really want to get campaigns going with all these games, so they're not just kind of a one and done, but I actually get a longer term kind of output from that. And speaking of campaigns, the last project I have, which I have actually played, I just again kind of stalled, as I said, life gets in the way, is 5 Parsecs from Home. I've seen a fair bit of coverage on this recently, but it's really good. It's a solo tabletop game with a rulebook full of tables, D100 tables, but actually really well thought out ones. It's not like a D100 table with 1 being a goblin and 100 being a red dragon, and just the kind of extreme ends of things. There's a lot of interesting options in there, and interesting randomization. So again, I want to get a campaign. I've played a few standalone games. I want to get a campaign going for the channel of this, and I've just been kind of gathering really nice, interesting models from all over the place for this, for my crew and for the enemies. You might recognise this guy from the Cyberpunk computer game, the Jackie character. There's a model based on that. There's this fantastic model. I forget the company that makes it, but I shall detail it when I remember. He's got a little pug dog. It's kind of samurai Mandalorian thing going on. Some CP models. I think it's Wasp fighter character, and some really kind of cool retro things from here and there. Just been having great fun with it and wanted to do so. Absolutely not taking it too seriously. It's a good fun system. You make some great stories with the options it gives you, and yeah, I really want to get a campaign going to this and kind of get you guys involved, really, to kind of help me make choices and name characters and so on. So yeah, so that's my project. That's everything I kept. I got rid of everything else. And as I said, the goal for this year is to get all of these things to a point that I can play them and get them played. I've got some terrain, I've got some MDF kits which I've built, I've got a few more to go, I've got play mats, I've got everything else I need. I have the models, just need to get them built. The time to play and to build is short, it's valuable to me right now, but I want to make the most of every moment I have to do that, which hopefully I'll get more and more of throughout the year. But right now, yeah, I'm just getting an hour or two now and again. So in terms of videos, I'm not going to stick to any kind of regular schedule or put plans in for what and when I want to put up. But just know that I am aiming to get new content out as regularly as I can and show off some of this hopefully interesting stuff. Yeah, obviously, and the other thing going forward is having just gotten rid of a load of models, I'm trying to be frugal in terms of buying new things going forward for this year. I don't want to buy anything really, but I want to buy minimal new models until at least I get through some of these projects and get them to a state where they're being played, and then I know exactly what I want to build, to buy, to add to them. But I think I can stick to that, touch wood. Yeah, so I don't think there was anything else. I hope everyone's very well. I have been keeping up with people's videos. Apologies, I've not been commenting as much as I probably did previously, and as much as I would like to. A lot of the time I watch things when I'm kind of laid in bed or just crashed on the sofa and my mind's a bit blank in terms of witty comments or useful things to share. So yeah, apologies for that, but I've seen some fantastic videos gone up recently, some fantastic content. I hope to be able to talk to you guys again soon with some back and forth comments in my videos and yours. I think that's it. I'm sure there was something else I wanted to say, but this video is getting long enough. So again, hope you're all well, hope you all have a fantastic new year. Take care, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Cheers.